Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
All right, we get started on the 24-hour temperature cast. Maybe a little bit different this morning, not as cool across the board, but still pretty comfortable out there. And I think this afternoon we'll see those top temperatures middle and upper 80s, maybe a few flirt with 90. I do expect to find plenty of sunshine, especially farther away from the coast. And then overnight tonight, maybe a few more spots. See those temperatures start a little bit on the warmer side, but we're certainly not going back to all the icky, sticky, humid stuff that we had last week and every week before that for the past several months. Here's what it looks like across the southeast, and you can see some of those showers down to the south and clouds across the peninsula and out to the east. That's where the boundary is sort of draped down there for a change. One of these early season boundaries getting all the way through the area, and we're getting the benefit of some of that drier air on the other side. Still with those dew point numbers in the mid 60s. Yesterday we had some upper 50s dew points, and that's why the air temperatures got as low as they did. Right now it's 71 degrees in Tallahassee, it's 63 in Thomasville, it's 69 in Valdosta, where we've got a little bit of a breeze. The temperatures don't bottom out as far as you do when those skies are clear and the winds are calm. That's why Thomasville, one of the cooler spots around, down at 63. The coolest is Blakely at 59. I see more 63s for Marianna and for Quincy. It's 64 in Live Oak, it's 69 in Perry, and 66 in Cross City. I don't expect to find a whole lot of fog out there right now. Visibility numbers all 7 miles and better. I do think today at times we'll notice a little bit of that breeze from the east. Now, higher pressure, still our big weather player, and that higher pressure sort of up and down the Appalachians right now. That boundary to our south will eventually fizzle out, and over the next couple of days, the focus will actually be on some energy trying to organize off the Atlantic coast. It's likely not going to do much for our sensible weather around here, except probably reinforce some of that drier air with that counterclockwise circulation around that area of low pressure. So we'll end up with more of a north or northeast wind, and that'll keep bringing in some of that drier air. As this tucks in someplace along the mid-Atlantic coast, that's where the wind and rain will be. And even if that never acquires any tropical characteristics, it's likely going to be a rain producer for parts of the mid-Atlantic, maybe up through the Carolinas, but well to the north and east of our area, where we should continue to reap the benefits of those north breezes and that drier air. So I think we continue with some of the good stuff, probably for the next several days. Now, if you're looking for rain chances, they look to stay far to the south or way out to the east. Hurricane Nigel still out there, those winds at 100 miles per hour, at times looking really impressive on the satellite presentation. But this is one of those systems that stays out over the open waters of the Atlantic, no real threat to any land area. And in addition to what we're watching off the Atlantic coast, we're actually watching some energy trying to get organized way out across the South Atlantic. Now that is up to a 70% chance for development over the next week. Plenty of time to watch and see if anything becomes of it and where it may go. Lots of time to watch anything. Nothing expected to impact our forecast anytime soon. On the Gulf today, east winds 10 to 20, seas 2 to 4 feet. So starting to get maybe a little bit more breezy out there. And I do think if we're going to find any showers, the farther south you go, the farther south and east you go, that's where we have the better chances for those. Most of us are going to be in the 60s this morning. Most of us are going to top out middle and upper 80s this afternoon. Had a couple of spots give 90 a scare yesterday. Could do that again. More clouds farther south, more sunshine farther north. And then I think tonight it's more of the same. Mid 60s in the coolest spots, closer to 70 in the less cool spots, but still not icky, sticky, humid, or gross or anything like that. Over the next few days, I think those little bits of rain chances to the south and east sort of fizzle by the weekend. That dry air gets pulled in around that energy trying to work its way up the mid-Atlantic coastline. All the while, very seasonable, very comfortable temperatures. We could have another comfortably cool start on Saturday morning.